Alright, so this match felt like a really good match to post-commentate on because I made quite a few mistakes, and I also realized the error of my ways during the match itself to the point where I actually swapped to a different hero. So as you can see here, I'm playing McCree because I was on a roll in McCree, so I figured why not, you know, stick with McCree. I'm doing fairly well. You can notice right off the bat I'm missing a lot of easy shots, and I told the team to fall back, which they didn't. Unfortunately, they were still aggressing because they already past the area which we can make use of the high ground that we needed to pull back and make use of the choke point, which unfortunately only the Reinhardt and the Zarya acknowledged, and I think our supports got picked off because they didn't drop down together with everybody else. So I'm busy typing, didn't notice the Genji, and I think I get royally fucked here. No, I do, yep. So I choked right there with the flashbang. I totally whiffed it. They have a Widow as well, but we have a Ryan shield, so we are fine for the most part. I call out for that we need a Winston to handle the Widow, which our Zarya does swap to a Winston to handle the Widow because the Widow was actually an issue. She was landing her shots quite well. Yeah, you can see that I missed a really easy shot on the Genji while he was mid-flight. I'm not performing at all. And that I just didn't have the positions. I didn't have the position to actually perform in McCree in the first place because I was constantly on the low ground. I never had the high ground that I could take advantage of, which was unfortunate, and I realized that. So I decided to swap to another hit scan hero later on. You guys can see what the hero was. The hero was. They have a D.Va, which is unfortunate. Yeah, hiding behind the Reinhardt shield. Smart Reinhardt that actually knows that his shield blocks the explosion. Good on him. Not really much I didn't say at this point. I noticed that there was something in the server room, so I went to check it out. Turns out it was the Zenyatta, which unfortunately was shielded by Zarya. And then 3 of the enemy team come swarming through there, so I just back off. Get behind the Ryan shield, sit in the back. I'm sitting way too far in the back. I'm not sitting with the Reinhardt, which is what you should do with the that's what you should do with McCree. This is what happens. I noticed the McCree, I noticed the altered Reaper, and I tried to deadeye him to death, but unfortunately he had a Zarya bubble on him, so I had to wait a little bit longer, and by that time I've already died. Yeah, and then here I verbally say to myself I'm not getting shit done, so I swap to Soldier, who's a lot easier. He's a lot more lenient if your aim is not as precise. And yeah, and then their Widow, this is at the point where their Widow swaps to a Reaper because we have a Winston, and our Winston just swaps back to Zarya. So I'm playing Soldier, I'm taking the high ground because Soldier has quite a bit of mobility with his sprint, so hence why I use it to make use of high ground. That Ana was missing a lot of shots that she shouldn't have missed, and she got punished for it with the Helix rocket. Now here's something I do quite well, is I lead single shot projectiles fairly well, but not no, okay, I lie. The Helix rocket is really easy for me to lead because the projectile is really obvious. But things like Zen's orbs, Ana's biotic rifle, those projectiles I cannot aim very well. I need to get the hang of it. So at this point I realized the point's gone. The point's gone. I killed the McCree with Soldier, but then I still realized I'm not doing well, and I'm still not doing well. I'm still not doing my part as a DPS because I have no medals in damage. I have bronze in the limbs. That's telling me that I'm not doing my part. I'm sure the Reaper is doing reasonably well. Here I'm like, should I contest, should I not? I realized that the team's on the point, so I come and contest, and then by the time I try and contest, most of the team's dead, so I run and I try and back off. Put on the bionic field. And this is me playing Soldier after what? 2-3 months of not playing Soldier? Because I realized Soldier's not in the meta, so I never touched him, and yeah, it helps to be flexible with your heroes. I think it's over here where I'm like, I almost have Tactical Visor. Should I swap or should I not swap? So I swapped to D.Va because they had a Reaper. Little did I not realize that the Reaper had swapped to Genji. So I should have swapped to Winston. So here I am, just contesting the high ground, not letting the McCree have free reign. I tried to run away from the McCree, but unfortunately I get caught. McCree dead eyes. From here on, from this point on, we thought we were screwed. I somehow managed to kill the McCree over there. He missed me quite a few times. Trying to protect it. There's only so much you can do to protect your Mercy as a Gremlin baby D.Va. This point it pretty much looks like we're screwed because it's like the Reaper and I versus everything else, and then the enemy Zarya ults into my defense matrix, so her ult doesn't happen. Excuse me, I burped. That's the only reason why we even managed to hold the point as long as we did, cause the Zarya ult went into my defense matrix, so it was phased out of existence. Reaper managed to just pick off the McCree with his ult, and our Zenyatta ults in to save the point. Over here, I'm just trying to contest, trying to do my best to contest. Staying on point, trying to get the stuff killed. So obviously, priority target is Ana, went in the Graviton search. And enemy D.Va has a really smart ult, and I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna boost out of here, I'm gonna get out of line of sight. So, I play tank a lot better than I play DPS. I'm more consistent with my tanks than I am with my DPS heroes, so that's that. And I'm just contesting the payload so they don't get any extra distance on it. Trying to protect our dudes with the defense matrix, because I know that the defense matrix has a really long range. And here's a really curious part. Somehow the Ana and the Lucio and the D.Va, not the Ana, sorry, the Lucio and the D.Va get caught out by the ult. I understand the D.Va, but not the Lucio. So I'm trying to protect our Reaper defense matrix, and here on, from here, this part on, I'm like, the Ana's in the back, she's uncontested, she's part of the reason why we're getting smashed. So I decided to harass her a little bit. Construction noise outside, I do apologize, let me close the window. So D.Va got harassed. The Genji was batting up trying to find the health pack. Little did he realize that I was already standing in the health pack. So it was a stalemate battle, so we both just bail out. I'm just trying to harass them at this point. For some reason the Mercy flies towards me. Like, it's not... Don't fly to me in a very dangerous position, please. It's not a very smart idea. I don't know what I'm doing at this point, I can't remember. I noticed the Ana on the high ground again. I think I try and contest... Over here, our Zarya ults. So I did what would have been the best thing to do, which was to boost into all of them to get ult charge. But unfortunately, I didn't get any ult charge from it, which is really weird. So Zarya's low. Unfortunately, she had a bubble up. I would have won otherwise. And enemy McCree ults, and thankfully just taken out really quick. So, and then Mercy with the clutch res over here. I hop into my mech as soon as possible to not die from the D.Va ult. Unfortunately, and because of that, I lose my mech almost instantly. But hey, at least I'm still putting down firepower with the Plaza pistol. And then there's Genji ulting, and we have nothing to stop it. I get back into my mech. Zarya looks at me. I'm dead again. And at this point, I'm just trying to helplessly contest the point. So notice how the enemy had, I think it was 3 minutes and 30 seconds left when they got towards the second checkpoint, and we managed to delay it all the way until they only had 11 seconds left. Okay, so onward to the next round. I'm really deciding what should I play. I was gonna play Roadhog, and then decided, you know what?
There's a Reaper
I just watched a video from your Overwatch, the YouTube channel, on how to play Winston, and I figured, you know what, Winston's not such a bad idea. And we have a Zarya anyway to protect me, and a Ana. I think we had an Ana. Yeah, I think we did. I can't remember. But, oh yeah, we did have an Ana, so she can keep me alive quite easily from range. So Roadhog on the right, I call it out, and I think, no, he doesn't get swarmed. I just try and contest the high ground and harass them while our Zarya climbs up the stairs, slowly but surely. Roadhog gets biotic donated and gets punished. Here or not, I'm just trying to create chaos in this array. I spot the Mercy, immediately try and focus her, but my jetpack's on cooldown. I noticed that our Reaper got stunned, so I immediately jumped in front of him so he doesn't die. And that worked out for the better. Our Reaper survived. Everything was all well and dandy. We're pushing the point fairly easily. And Reaper was behind. I was screaming for heals like a little pansy. So the Reaper was low. Obviously, he's gonna go for the mega health pack, right? Nope. Jump pack, push him off, eat the health pack for myself, teabag, and kill him. That was a scenario of just me purely outsmarting him. I should have not won that confrontation, but because I knew he was going for the mega, he was being really predictable. I denied him the health pack and I killed him. Decent pick. It was actually kind of, I was having a laugh when I managed to kill that Reaper. I did kill that Reaper quite a few times. That enemy Reaper was not very smart. So Winston might look like a easy hero to play, but he's actually not. He's really good for creating space for your team. Like, you see the McCree's having free win on the high ground, right? I'm gonna contest him. I'm gonna make him drop, which he does eventually. See, he did. He drops. I contest because he can. I'm contesting the high ground. He can't hold it by himself anymore. I noticed he was it was pure coincidence that I stepped in front of him when he was using Deadeye, so I pushed him out of the way, which saved our team, kind of, sort of. No, they all died. Yeah. But they spent, I think, 3 ultimates in that fight, while we still have like 4. And no, we actually have 5. Our Reaper is about to get his Death Blossom. So once again, we come up to the high ground, we try to contest it. The Roadhog, I don't know what he was doing. He was trying to like control the high ground, but by himself as a Roadhog. So he was a free pick for us because all 5 of us were there. I think I'm not sure what the 6th one was. So over here, I'm just trying to contest the high ground, and I spot the enemy Mercy hiding by pure coincidence. This is gonna be a running trend of for this entire game, and we managed to clear up this area fairly well. Kill the Reaper once again. So I'm celebrating the fact that I killed the Mercy, because it was by pure luck that I found the Mercy hiding in the back, trying to get that clutch rest, which unfortunately for her didn't happen. So yay for us. So the Roadhog's still on the high ground, trying to kill our healers. I'm just harassing him, making sure he gets off the high ground, which I think he does eventually. I'm not too sure. Over here, I almost have ult. I noticed that there's somebody on high ground. It's the Reaper. Yep, there we go. I got a bit cocky, and I didn't drop down to the Mega Health Pack as... Excuse me, I'm burping again. Earlier than I should have dropped a... I should have jumped onto the health pack a lot earlier, but I didn't. And I called out the McCree ult, but unfortunately there was nothing for our team to hide behind. And I think our Zarya shield was on cooldown. Our Reaper somehow managed to get 2 picks, which is really good. So over here we're regrouping. I'm trying to save the Reaper. So I dropped the bubble in for the Reaper to hide behind. And then the D.Va and Zenyatta overextend, get very badly punished for it. And then I decide to pop my ult, get the Zen. I spot the Mercy again. And I think our Genji takes her down to low health, and I managed to kill her by... Not on it was unintentionally kill her, but hey, good for us. I pushed the Zarya out of the way, out of the team fight, so we can have free reign. Here with the McCree, I'm contesting for high ground yet, and the Genji and I just dive him together. I didn't even know we had a Genji actually, but the fact that we do have one makes diving for me a whole lot easier. So I spot the Mercy. I told her that she still has rest. She has not used her rest this entire game, because she's been denied her rest twice now. So right over here, our Genji ults. I think he gets the Mercy first, and then our Lucio tells me that we are not pushing the payload. So I just hop back to push the payload a little bit faster. So I don't know what this Reaper was thinking, deciding to 1v4 ult us. Never do that, because all of our attention is onto you. So of course I tell him and I teabag him. I'm trying to deny them. I'm not gonna allow them to leave the spawn. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm camping the door. So Zenyatta gets wrecked. Junkrat pushes out. Mercy only manages a one-man rest. We get Graviton surged, and I decide to pop my ult. But we win anyway. I was just trying to survive. That's why I popped my ult, and it worked out fairly well. So Winston's ult is actually fairly powerful. What it does, it can create a lot of space for your team, like especially if the enemy is in a death ball. You pop your ult, you push everything out of the way. They will all be in this array. A lot of them will be caught out outside the Reinhardt shield. And yeah, Winston is actually a fairly powerful character. Played right, he can create a lot of space for your team. And if you have a Zarya shielding you, oh boy, you're gonna have a fun time. So here in chat, I was celebrating the fact that I swapped to Winston and that he was a good idea. So the enemy only has 60 seconds to push up, while we have a full minute.
They have Torbjorn.
One more. Okay, so I call out the Genji behind, standard stuff. I don't harass him. I almost got the pick on him, but unfortunately he managed to swift track away. My jump was on cooldown. Our McCree just picked off really fucking early, which is unfortunate. And we basically fall apart here really quickly for some reason, which is very unfortunate. I think our Zen just picked off shortly after. I did the D.Va out of her mech. Managed to handle the Genji? No, we didn't. So at this point, I'm just trying to make sure they don't have high ground advantage. Contesting it, not giving it up to them for free. Spot the Zenyatta. Immediately try and go for him. Unfortunately, he managed to bail out. So right here, I'm just trying to contest the payload so they don't get to push it up. Pop out here to push all of them out the payload, and then our unfortunately I was Zarya ult, so I just used it as a chance to get damage in as Winston.
Push him off, push him off.
So Zen gets picked off, shortly followed by D.Va, and I panicked because I was not in the position to avoid that ult, so I just jumped out of the way. The Genji launches a desperate 1v6 ult, which doesn't work out in his favor. So here they are reinforcing, and for some reason they have a Torbjorn. I think that was their Mercy. I think what happened was their Mercy was tilted to the point where she swapped into a Torbjorn. And here you can just see this Tor. I'm totting in this Tor. I don't know what I'm gonna see what I'm gonna cut it out. It's nothing too private. I'm not gonna cut it out. I'm gonna leave it there. So right over here, I'm gonna stick with Winston because Winston's doing well for me, and our Genji's on the Genji. Yada yada yada. We're doing with the same composition here because they had a Reaper on the round we were attacking, but for some reason they didn't have a Reaper on the round that we were defending, like the second round we were defending, which is really weird. So I pretty much had free reign, and we're gonna cut out some of this footage right over here. I'm not sure I'm gonna edit this, but I'll see how it goes.
They have a Torbjorn.
The Torbjorn's gonna yeah, and here I noticed that they had a Torbjorn, so more likely than not he was tilted and he was gonna throw the game. So immediately I contest the high ground. I think it was the they had a Winston for some reason. I don't know why, but I contest the high ground. I wasn't protected, and I think I get killed shortly after this. Yeah, I decided to contest the high ground then to save our Genji. Didn't work out well. I end up dying. This is not how you play Winston, ladies and gentlemen. You don't feed it like that. Yeah, let's keep pushing the payload.
Now they're all there. They're all there.
I tell the team to stay on the payload so they can get it pushed as much as possible. You notice that we only have less than 30 meters to push the payload, but we struggle a bit on this part here for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's just our DPS not able to get picks. So Junkrat was a free pick. He was discorded. I'm Winston, easy pick. Really questionable out by our Zarya. Didn't catch anything but the enemy Zarya. Our Genji ults, we popped Transcendence. We thought it was all fine and dandy here, and then what happened here? The Winston, yeah. Winston pops his Primal Rage and stalls right around here. Obviously, because my ego was on an all-time high on how well I'm playing Winston, I decided to pop my Primal Rage as well, which actually worked out for the better, because it saved us from the Junkrat's tire, and it saved us on the Molten Core because I was body blocking everything. Our Reaper tried to do a sneaky ult, but unfortunately got caught and died really quickly. Now, if you hear in the game chat, the enemy Zarya actually wasted her ult when we were already 3-man down. So that was really good. If she held that ult, we may have actually lost this. So I contest high ground once again. I see an enemy Winston. It's a high skill battle, Winston versus Winston. For some reason it's deciding to punch me. I'm not sure whether that ad has more DPS than just outright using a Tesla cannon, but hey, I don't know. I'm just gonna use my Tesla cannon. Reaper gets picked off by the Torbjorn. Unfortunate. And our Genji actually swaps to Pharah, which is really good. Managed to get... She was on constant anti-turret duty, and I failed the jump right here. Defensive Tracer, a bit questionable. Gets picked off. So she used her she used her blinks excessively. Here we go. We have a good Graviton Surge. Couldn't exactly make use of it because 1, I was low health, and 2, I needed to handle the Junkrat. They dropped the beat here, and we had Sound Barrier up, which actually saved me from the turret. I almost had Primal Rage. And then I dropped down, handled the turret. I pushed the Torbjorn out of the way, and then I realized that's not where my value lies. So I decided to push everybody else off the payload, and all of the enemy team off the payload. And notice the kill feed. Our Pharah was in the back with the barrage and took out the 3 of the enemy team, which pretty much saved us the game. We got Graviton Surge, which didn't really matter because I had my bubble down. But you heard the Junkrat tire, right? It blew up in front of the barrier, so we were unaffected by the explosion because I was still inside the barrier and so was the rest of my team. So that clutch bubble might have saved us the game. We might have been able to manage without it, but hey, it won us the game. And that was a really surprising carry as Winston. Well, I couldn't have done it without the rest of my team. The fucking Farah with the ult at the end just saved us the game. So I hope you all enjoyed this post commentary. I'm gonna edit out parts which I need to edit out because, well, I should have cut the video footage first before recording this video. I'm not a very smart person. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more, like a dislike, leave a comment down below, and until next time, matashitane. Bye bye.
Epic.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, I can buy my gold weapon now.